What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the H-Town Rundown. This is your boy AD, and I got my co-hosts in the building. We got Mike G in the building. We got Auntie Swan in the building. Of course, we got a special guest. We got Ruben from 713 Houston Sports, and we got Harley Dugan from The Lead Houston. What up, fellas? And Auntie Swan, how's everybody doing today?
Doing wonderful. How is everybody this evening?
I'm excited.
Great, man.
Hey.
So I know this one talked about pre-show, but before we get started, I do want to give some kudos and I want to promote my boy Ruben on the 97.5 contest, open mic contest. He's in the top 4. I need you to go ahead, Ruben, if you can, drop the link in the chat so we can go ahead and support you. And they're announcing the winner. I think it's Friday, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Carbach Brewery, and it's gonna be basically a battle where me and the other 3 contestants will be on the Killer Bees time slot, and then hopefully they decide who is gonna be the winner, and hopefully it's me, and we get to represent here in the H, man.
Okay. Oh, it will be you.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. We speaking it into existence. But yeah, no, most definitely, y'all go ahead and support Ruben. He's gonna kick ass on Friday. Bring it home for the team, for the home team. Like I told y'all on Twitter, man, he's one of us. So we don't have too many of that on Houston Sports Radio at all. Nope. So let's get one of us on and keep the swarm alive.
The swarm, baby.
Yeah, because I don't even do radio because I can't fool with them folks.
But no, other than that, man, somebody said bulls in the soul.
So yeah, you can take it home.
Yeah, I need everybody in the chat to drop the swarm, man.
We're swarming. It was, man. If you went today, you were swarming. It was bad. And Harley brought this up. AD, he said, Ruben, I don't think the heat this year was as bad as it was last year. It's not healthy, man. You're going out there, dude. You're getting cooked. You're getting cooked even before the sun comes up, man. Shout out to you if you've been to a training camp. We practiced this season.
And I went to one, and I
was Sunday. I didn't think I was gonna make it. That one we went to, I didn't think I was gonna make it. That one.
Just how bad it is. I was light skinned before I went to that practice on Sunday. I'm a little darker now. I'm a few shades darker, but now that sun ain't no joke, man. It's been 100 plus the last like 2-3 weeks, man. Every day, in Houston, even with the rain, it's been like 100. So, yeah, this is. I'm glad it's turning on fall, but I don't think it's gonna get cool. It's gonna cool off no time soon. But yeah, y'all out there swarming, man. For sure.
I'm swarming tomorrow.
Hey, so the Texans do have a joint practice tomorrow with the LA Rams. Not sure who's going to practice. Not sure who's going to be available. As far as starters, I don't know what they're going to do, but man, the groupies in here.
Okay.
But no.
Shout out to Oscar, man. Shout out to Oscar.
But no, it's just like what are we going to expect? I don't even know if Matthew Stafford. I know that Sean McVay said Matthew Stafford is going to be available. How much he's going to be available is the question. So we're gonna see what goes on. What are y'all thoughts about tomorrow's practice before we jump into the news of the Texans Day?
Oh, excited. I mean, you get to see someone opposite, that's not a Houston Texan going in front of our guys. So cannot wait. Is there going to be some fights tomorrow? We have 2 former Rams on the squad. Excited, man. There's going to be a lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. How many fights y'all think we're going to see tomorrow?
I got an over on 3.
Oh, I'm going to take the under on that.
Yeah, I might take an
under. Only reason why I say that is Noah had posted that fight that Jimmy Ward had did when Hop was here. Did y'all see that on his timeline?
Yeah. That was the last time Jimmy Ward was in a
okay
at a joint practice in Houston.
Okay, who was the one that got the fight started the last time?
Jimmy Ward.
Okay then.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fight tomorrow, Ben Skoranek fight, and a Cam Akers fight. I think Landry Locker predicted 2 fights from those 2.
I got 3. I got 3 and practice could get called.
Oh,
That's the thing. Like, how long are they?
Practice gets called. They're throwing fucking hands.
No, what I'm saying is,
I'm recording everything.
I expect 2 and then hit that 3rd, or they might make it over 3. I'm just saying with Jimmy, you just don't know. And then Lassiter, he likes to hit. Somebody may not.
Jimmy Ward I'm pretty sure Jimmy Ward is gonna be a catalyst of some fight because
He said he's gonna try to be good.
He gonna knock somebody. He gonna knock somebody out. And
if he doesn't knock somebody out tomorrow, I'm gonna be upset.
Right.
This is now 2 years in a row. He's knocked out 3 people. So go do it tomorrow, bro. Go hit around and let's get the energy going.
Yeah. Started off right. Yeah, you gotta set the tone, man. Jimmy Ward is the tone setter. He set the tone on Saturday too, with that pass breakup on Malik Neighbors.
I was there, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was nice. I don't think Saturday will be much of a game. I think it'll be the Stetson and Davis Mills show. Stetson Bennett and Davis Mills show. Davis Mills, shout out Davis Mills. Had a day. He had a day today.
Had Mama Mills screaming new contract.
I did see that.
Hey, Kilo
shout out Kilo.
Hey, Kilo has been on the Mills Mafia since day 1.
Noah too.
That's true. That's true.
Noah wavered. Kilo never wavered though. Kilo never wavered. He's been holding it down. When Stroud had his season, Kilo kind of went by the wayside and fell off. And then Davis Mills made that play, and then you awoke the beast in that Hall of Fame game. And he's been active. He's been activated ever since then. But no, man, Mills had a day. I mean, he had a couple nice passes. Xavier Hutchinson had a nice one-handed catch, if I'm not mistaken, in the end zone. And then John Mitchell had a nice catch over the shoulder. So, I mean, we're gonna talk about those 2 guys who's gonna make the cut. But what do y'all want to discuss in that game? What did y'all see in that game on Saturday against the Giants that y'all didn't like?
I mean, defensively, it was a lot of fun. It's kind of tough when I'm looking at Daniel Jones, a bottom 5 quarterback in the NFL, and it just was like, this just feels too easy. I wanted a bit more of a challenge. I mean, right away, Derek Stingley, almost a pick 6 from the beginning of the game. Why were the Giants constantly going at Derek Stingley? I don't know what the offensive game plan there was. It was super confusing. Third, Jalen Petrie pick 6. What was that?
He covering Neighbors more?
Yeah, he was. I mean, I get maybe they're trying to work the rookie.
Right. That's it is that connection because he had tweaked his ankle, and Daniel Jones is coming off of the ACL. So
his ass, it don't matter. Ain't no connection. Shit.
No, okay. He was asking the question.
I know, and I'm giving the correct answer. He's ass. That's the correct answer. Like ain't no connection with that man.
But I
didn't even see Lassiter.
Yeah,
no targets. I think his way. Maybe one. I think there was one.
Yeah, if it wasn't many. And then after the first quarter, he was out anyway.
Yeah,
I don't think he had any targets his way.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't know. It was 0 or 1.
0. I thought it was 0.
Yeah, either one. But yeah, go ahead, Harley.
Oh yeah, no, that was about it. I mean, honestly, the defense did their thing offensively. I mean, it was okay offensively. You got to see the same old, the rerun show of Dameon Pierce running behind an offensive lineman's ass every single time. It is what it is. It seems like Coach D'Amico got his back. And if the coach got his back, then he's gonna probably stay on this team.
Coach D'Amico Ryans, don't get fired behind Dameon Pierce. We not gonna fire you no time soon.
But if every man has that guy.
Yeah.
James
I
Click
don't.
had his Jake Myers.
Oh,
Um,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
I know I'm for Bill
Brendan
O'Brien had
Stark.
his Alfred Blue and his
Brendan
Eddie
Oh
Stark.
my
Pleasant.
God, Alfred, goddamn blue.
You know,
Jeez.
Kubiak. Who did Kubiak have? He had someone. He had to have someone.
I'm trying to think.
You know, but everyone has their guy. You know, I think this is D'Amico's guy. I think it's Dameon Pierce.
Man, I'm
I
a
think
this,
I think D'Amico has technically 3 guys. I don't think he has just
Oh,
one.
for sure.
Jimmy,
sure.
Jimmy
number
Ward,
one.
yeah.
For
You got
sure.
you got to extend by 1 year. I'm not gonna freak
Jimmy
out over
saying
1
thank you.
year. So Jimmy ain't going nowhere. I think Mechie. I think
Mitchie's a CJ guy. That ain't a D'Amico guy.
no, but I mean as far as what he's made of and what
I
it took
understand, I
all to come
understand
back.
that, son, but I'm telling you,
Yeah, no, I didn't say that he's
John
not,
Mitchie
but I'm
ain't on
saying,
that list. That ain't on. He ain't one on the list.
and I think Dameon Pierce, I think he sees something and he's trying to give him that opportunity before you just say, hey.
Well, how can D'Amico see something when Pierce can't even see something?
Hey, the blind leading the blind, man.
Because whatever he see in the
Unless
close
it's a
practice
kickoff.
that we don't see.
He can't even look. If the kickoff ain't wide the fuck open, he ain't running that thing either. So I mean, like, it gotta be.
Owen Daniels was Kubiak's guy because he followed him to Baltimore and then he
Yeah,
followed him
and
to Denver.
Denver. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Joel Dreesen too.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Shiloh
man.
KO. Oh my god.
Oh, Shiloh KO. Yeah.
Shiloh.
Oh yeah.
I love me some Shiloh KO.
Kevin Walters was another one too.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Y'all haven't even brought up the crowd, man. Like, you know,
Oh, it was amazing.
dude, dare
Yes,
I say
yes.
that this Saturday's preseason game had more Houston Texans fans than a game where Lovie Smith and David Culley were coaching? Because I can honestly say that it was more packed on Saturday than that. And that was deep
That's not
into
shocking.
the fourth quarter, which was crazy to see. I was very surprised of how many people were swarming on a Saturday in the preseason game, if that, man. It was hot. We were drinking. It just felt like we're ready for week 1 against Indy.
Hey, the atmosphere was lit, man, and you know, I was sitting next to some Giants fans, so I was able to talk hella shit. They were begging to see Tommy DeVito, which is how bad the Giants situation is that the fans are begging for Tommy DeVito.
I mean, it's 2021 Davis Mills right there.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to those dark days. Yep, right. But no, man, Saturday the atmosphere was crazy. Food prices were ridiculously high. Beer was high, water was high, everything was high.
I was high.
Hey.
Now and then the roof was partially open.
So was it hot? How did it
Oh
feel?
my! Oh, dude, if you were in the crowd that was in that sunlight, you were getting cooked. And what was funny was they were there for like 1 quarter, and as soon as that 1 quarter in, every single seat that was in the sun was empty, and I was like, "Oh my god, they still haven't fixed the roof, dude." It like glares through, and they're getting cooked.
I'm so glad that I moved my seats a year ago to the other side of this. Like I was in 123, now I'm in. No, I mean I was in 128. Now I'm in 125. 128 is getting hit. They getting hit, and I'm like, thank the Lord, I moved my seats. I'm on the nice side. I'm on the good side. So, I feel bad for everybody that was sitting in those seats, like the 100s, and I felt that every section that was getting hit
Crenshaw
by
was
the
getting
sun.
cooked.
Yeah, look, every
I
section
know he
that
was
was
complaining.
Hey, look, one thing I will say, it seems like every section that won a prize, like whether it was a Kroger gift card or whatever,
They weren't in the sun.
they were in the sun. Like, 122 won lottery tickets. 101, I was it 102?
A gas card.
Yeah, they won a gas card and a Kroger card. I'm like, everybody on that side of the stadium winning. I wonder why. Because the sun is beaming and cooking their ass. Like it was. And then what I don't like is that little glare on the field.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to. Hopefully, they said they'll have it by the second home game. The first home game, it doesn't matter because it's a night game. But the second home game, I think, is against Jacksonville.
It's Jacksonville.
They said they should have it fixed by then. We will see.
That's the end of September.
Do it the Mexican way. Just put some blue tarp on it. Staple that
Oh,
down.
sure.
We'll get it done in the off season. We'll get it done in the off season.
My thing is just open the shit all the way up then.
No,
nah, it's hot, bro.
Everywhere.
God damn.
It's like that one scene.
They bite back real quick on that one.
On the crowd become fish sticks. Like, nah, bro, we're gonna get cooked.
No, that little spot right there. So you're okay because like I'll just make sure I throw the ball either before where the sun is or after. I mean further. But no,
just make it a dome at this point.
Yeah, shit.
I want to go for the Sunday Night Football. I hope they do.
Hey, but I do want to give a shout out to Texans Empire. Shout out to the Texans Empire. They're supporting everybody on this podcast today. They've been supporting. So shout out to the Texans Empire.
Shout out to the boys, man. Shout out to the boys.
Other than that, I think the positives that I took from the game, defense, man, we had 5 turnovers, 5 takeaways. Stingley should have been 6, but Stingley dropped that first play of the game. And then the second thing, I mean, players like Solomon Byrd, Chris's guy.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't expecting much from him. He came out the last 2 games and played really well. Also Hill, what's his name? Is it Jamal Hill?
Mm-hmm.
The linebacker?
The linebacker.
Yes.
He had a pretty decent game as well. The defensive stars were there, and I don't want to mention the offense because I'm gonna get on the whole diatribe about John Mechie, but it was John Mechie's day to prove all the haters wrong on offense. But other than that, man, the defense shined. Granted, we played a subpar offense, but no, it was a great day for the defense. I think they impressed, and I think everybody has been so hype about the offense that we seem to forget that the defense is going to be just as good. So I'm excited. I was excited about that, and hopefully that turnover, trend continues during the season.
100%. I mean, the thing is, you mentioned subpar offense from the Giants. Can we even call that an offense? Like, I mean, they got neighbors, and that's about it. But you're right. Stingley was balling out. They didn't even test Lassiter. He got that dog in him. Petrie, how about Jalen Petrie? He's finally making plays in the slot.
Hey,
he might be feeling at home.
A lot of people got saved based on that Giants game. That was a get right game for a lot of people. But
the Petrie played well in the Steelers game too.
Yeah, no, I'm not answering that. DJ, I'm leaving that. I'm not touching that.
Oh, what did he say? How did actually didn't Tortor play well? Didn't he?
Did he play?
Little forced fumble, but we couldn't see it because of the sun.
That wasn't towards. Hold on, see, there we go. Y'all about to give him some. Hold on. Ruben was about to give him a false credit. That was not Tortor.
The announcer said it though.
They lied. That was Max Tooley. You talking about the Lonnie Johnson return?
Yes.
That was Max.
Yeah, that was Max Tooley.
Oh, the announcer
was Tooley.
No, I'm just saying that.
What a last name too.
I thought. I mean,
he's made some improvements in training camp.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So hey, that's all you can ask for in your second year.
Come
on, we might have to rely on him.
I need the trend going up.
That's what I'll he's made some improvements his second year in training camp, and I hope that with a linebacker as a head coach and D'Amico Ryans, that it's not like I need him. I hope not. Obviously, knock on wood. But if he can come in for a pinch and do what's, the bare necessities, then hey, I'm happy about that. As long as I got his easy pushing years, I'm good.
Yeah. So all that being said, it was a great day for the Houston Texans on, all around defensive wise, offensive wise. The Dameon Pierce experiment is still going on. Don't know what's going on with that. I understand the offensive line is still haven't had the full offensive line out there. I don't think, because did Laramie play at the very beginning of the game? It was Fisher, right?
Yeah, it was Fisher.
Yeah, it was
Because
Fisher.
he had that early false start. If
Yeah.
they're going to use that excuse,
that
then
LT
I need to
false
see
start.
Dameon Pierce getting 8 yards of carry with that starting offensive line.
That's what DJ Bienemy told me.
Dude, like it looks the same. Like, and it was like, okay, it looked the same against Pittsburgh. Can you follow it up on Saturday, right? You called it the get right game, AD. The only person that did not get right was Dameon Pierce. And, after the Pittsburgh game, we were like, yeah, he's not the starter. Now we don't even think he's going to make the 53-man roster until we hear what D'Amico Ryan said today. Which, like Harley mentioned earlier, if the head coach is talking really good about you and giving an excuse for you, you might make the 53-man roster. And I think they're going to try to, show his value early on in the season. But I'd rather give those carries to Cam Akers, man, instead of DP.
Yeah. Absolutely. I said it on the chats, on the group chats. The Houston Texans will be doing a disservice to themselves and Dameon Pierce if he's on this roster after cut day. If he's on this roster after cut day, they're doing a disservice to both parties. Dameon Pierce needs a change of scenery. I'm not saying Dameon Pierce is even though I joke around, Dameon Pierce can't see. I mean, that is true, but Dameon Pierce is not a bad he's not a bad player, man. He's just not a fit for the Houston Texans, man. I think year one, you can make the excuse, he got hurt a little bit. He was still adjusting. He's in the second year. Came in the offseason saying, he's been working out. He's moving a lot faster. He's doing this and that. Then it comes to the practice and the games, and it's the same shit from last year. So I'm like, really, what, it's just like those students that say, man, I study hard. I went over all the chapters like 3 or 4 times and this and that. And I went to tutors. I did all of that and then go to the test and you fucking flunk it. Like it's the same shit. So it's like, what's really going on with Dameon Pierce? That's the mystery. You can have all the support in the world, but I mean, if you can't perform on the field, you're a liability more than you are an asset, then you got to move on.
Sad, but it's the NFL, dude. We're not going to wait for you.
Yeah.
What's your favorite rerun? D'Amico Ryan's favorite rerun is Dameon Pierce getting that ball, man.
To the right.
Yeah, to the right, not to the left. Never to the left.
Never to the left. Always
I don't
to
understand
the right. And then stressing, I think that's just D'Amico doing right by Dameon, just not talking down on him. Could also help any potential trade value if you hype him up. I mean,
Stressing, I love you, bro, but 2 games of 1 yard of carry does not raise your trade value whatsoever. It's bad, bro. Like, we can all do exactly what Dameon Pierce has done these past 2 preseason weeks and just fall forward as soon as we get the ball.
I don't know if I can do that, man.
All right, come on, bro. You still got it, bro.
Man. One spin move and it's.
Hey, we got to put the flag football flag back on, dude.
What do y'all think about the point Seth Payne made? I don't know if y'all saw that point when it came into regards of Dameon Pierce, and he had mentioned that there wasn't push in the offensive line when it came to Kenyon Green and Juice Scruggs, that there isn't enough push in the offensive line when Dameon Pierce was running the ball. What do y'all think about that, man?
I think it's a sad.
Let me see if I can find the tweet. I don't want to butcher it.
No, you can interpret that both ways.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
But I also think that's a fucking bullshit ass excuse for Dameon Pierce. That's a cop out. I feel like that's a cop out
That the O
because
line don't want to block for you.
yeah, because Cam Akers got behind that same fucking O line, and it looked drastically different.
And that's what I said. I
There we
said Cam Akers' last 2 weeks look significantly better than the past year and a half of Dameon Pierce.
Yeah, but Cam, only thing he had issue with is staying healthy. He is a better back than Dameon,
But
period.
he has no Achilles in either of his legs, and he
Right,
looks
okay, but I'm saying-
significantly better
No,
at
okay,
running the ball.
right. But I'm saying if you're naturally just better at something, I think he is a better back. So obviously, I mean, if he just stays healthy, you know.
Hey,
But
DJ,
no, I mean, I'm not making an excuse. I'm saying you said, "Oh, well,
It's
you look
just like
Cam
if you
Akers,"
tell an
but Cam
NFL
Akers was
team,
that guy before. I mean, before he was having the injuries, then he come back and he just wound up getting injured. I mean, his body just doesn't hold up. It's kind of like Will Fuller, and
man,
well,
Dameon
he
Pierce's
couldn't stay
eyes,
on the field, but
Dameon
when he was on the field,
Dameon Pierce's eyes can't hold up. That's the problem. DJ Wallace said, "What's the cap room console? Nothing. Nothing. He's a damn 4th round pick from 2-3 years ago. No, ain't nothing. You cut him for nothing. Ain't gonna cost you a damn thing."
well,
I see the quote, Harley, and shout out to Seth. He's awesome at what he does. But then why is it only Dameon Pierce who's not being successful, right? And I'm talking about the first part of it is the run blocking has not been good. It's been the same for all backs. They're running behind the same offensive line. Yet 5 guys who ran the ball on Saturday looked better than DP. And of course, the last part is definitely him. Like, he cannot see where he's going. It's just when you have aspirations of getting to your first ever AFC South, your first ever Super Bowl, I don't want to try to see if this dude's going to be my 3rd running back. I need to see Joe Mixon out there. I need to see Cam Akers out there. It's over for 31 in my eyes.
Yeah.
it ain't over until they cut him.
Well, I mean, we
True.
So I know.
But,
I'm saying
the
is,
role on the offense should be cut significantly.
Yeah.
and I get it.
And all those people that say, "Oh, he's special team," they put his ass out there on Saturday on kickoff return, and it didn't do shit. Johnny, what was it? Steven Sims looked way more electric than Dameon Pierce returning the ball, even though it got called back. Steven Sims had a break. I think it was like a 50-yard return.
Yes.
On it. So I'm like, Dameon Pierce is not even contributing in that factor. He's not even showing anything that in that form. I understand people saying, "Oh, he's not gonna get cut. He's not this and that." That doesn't mean he's not gonna get traded. Even if it's for a bag of peanuts, somebody's gonna take a flyer for him even if it's a 20-30 conditional 7. Somebody's gonna take a flyer on him. To see if they can, be the reclamation project. Hell, I don't even care if he goes to the Cleveland damn Browns, or wherever. But he needs to go somewhere in the gap scheme.
I'd rather go to NFC if we go do that.
I know. I don't give a damn. Ain't nobody scared of no Dameon Pierce.
Some of the data, like Harley said.
I don't give a damn.
I think it was inevitable, it feels like, for Dallas, just considering their running back group.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing with DP, man, it's just I need to stop calling him DP because it just sounds dirty every time I say that. I say it in my YouTube videos, and I'm like, nah, I'm editing that out. And the only thing with him, he doesn't create anything new either. Like, sure, you can have this take that, okay, the offensive lineman, there's not much there for him, but he's not creating anything either. And if he's supposed to be this talented back that we saw his rookie year, excuse me, like, hey, I saw a guy that obviously different scheme, but I saw a guy that we were like, hey, man, this looks like the future running back for the Houston Texans. A guy that could consistently get 1,000 yards for you. Almost did it his rookie year. But he's just not creating anything new. and Cam Akers just looks more fluid. It just looks, everything looks natural to him. Hell, Jawar Jordan, impressive, really impressive in the Giants game, especially as a receiving back, diving catch. That was gorgeous to me. That creates more value. I don't see much when it comes to Dameon Pierce out of the receiving game.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing special teams, nothing in receiving. Can't run. Okay, well, so he's just here because the coach then?
He could block pretty good.
Yeah, cool. Darian Bugawale can do that.
And kick a field goal.
He
And
ain't
can
never
play
took
special
one to the
teams.
house. But hold up, he ain't took one to the house yet.
It hey, Dare kicked the damn field goal. So they
won us a game too. Huh?
Yeah.
We lost that game.
Yeah.
pulling hairs here.
No, we won that. We won that game.
That was the Tampa Bay game.
Yeah, we won the game. I'm talking about when DP went.
Oh yeah. Oh, when he went and kicked that, that
when he
was
ran
Dude,
that
he lost me
round.
money, man.
Yeah.
Like
Nah, he did. He lose us money.
he lost,
buddy.
man. I took the
He bet some
over
money
on 950 and 5 touchdowns. I was like, oh my god, that's Brett.
You know, I'm thinking he's going to be a red zone threat, man. As soon as they get in the goal line, boom, just hand him the ball, touchdown every time. Over on the 5 touchdowns. Man, I think I threw 200 on that.
At least.
Not pretty.
really?
Not pretty, man.
Okay, so your feelings based on the fact you lost some money on him.
Hey, man.
Hey,
A little 30% right
that
there.
sounds, man. Yeah, I lost that, man.
I'm
Like,
gonna tell you this right now. I can already hear my boy Chris Royal, C. Royal from the grave, saying, "I told you niggas, this pigeon-toed motherfucker wasn't shit." I can already hear it because Chris was adamant about Dameon Pierce not being the guy, pigeon-toed and all. He was like, "Why we hyping up Dameon Pierce? Why we doing this and that?" Yes, and he was like, I can already hear him. Chris was alive right now. He was like, "I told y'all niggas he wasn't shit." I mean, we
told us
about
that Will wasn't shit either.
he knows. He didn't say Will wasn't shit.
No.
It's recorded. He never said he wasn't shit. He was always talking about the trade value. So
no. I got him in another space, but I ain't gonna do that.
no.
But I'm saying this.
Yeah, but all in all, man, Dameon Pierce. I wish the best for him. I wish he was in a place where he can actually succeed. I don't want him to be another Steve Slayton. Have an amazing rookie year and then disappear off the face of the earth.
I mean, Steve Slayton could see though.
Look, Shep is in here from Texans on 3-6. So y'all think the rookie year was nothing? I'm not going to keep holding on to the rookie year. This league is a what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Again, I bring up Steve Slayton. Steve Slayton I think he had the Texans rookie rushing record, right? He still does. And nobody ever heard from Steve Slayton again after that rookie year. He just disappeared. It was over with. So
he's a chef now, buddy. I think he's like a personal chef or something.
So is Duke Johnson. So
they're cooking up something, but it ain't
shout out my cousin Duke Johnson. Literally.
So what are y'all's thoughts on the running back from across the pond? And is he in the driver's seat for the RB3 role?
You talking about British?
Yeah, British Brooks.
I love British.
Hold on. Let me say this, man. Total original take, okay? British Brooks at the fullback role. Think about it. Original take. So original. Nobody's ever done it before. Nobody's ever said it before. Original. Let's talk about it. British Brooks at the fullback position. Harley and Ruben, y'all saw him play a little fullback. Saw him play fullback today a little bit. What are y'all thoughts about British Brooks making the team as the fullback?
Well, the first time we laid eyes on British Brooks, the first thing I said was, "Oh my God, this dude's a tank," and arguably, arguably the biggest running back in the group, and that's with Joe Mixon on the field being, 6 something, and Briggs being 5'11", and to see him, ball out and have 2 tutties and everything you wanted to see in Dameon Pierce, you saw in British Brooks, someone who's just big but just can move and runs with a full head of steam. And we did see him at fullback today, and it was very interesting because I told Harley also, I said, if you remember the the San Fran system, they had a fullback that they love to use.
Mhm.
And Bobby should know how to use a fullback. So imagine if you now use not only a Joe Mixon, but you have a RB/fullback in British Brooks. Dude, that's exciting. I like that the Texans are trying new things, and it's not just with British Brooks. It's with Jalen Petrie, seeing him in the nickel, seeing him in the slot role. I like how we're trying to make you fit on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I just like how teams got to adjust to us. Like that, and that's just something that I've continued to nail over and over. And me and Ruben have been saying it, like, we're tired of, man, how are we going to play against X and Y and Z team? Man, how are they going to play against us? That's always the thing we always say. British Brooks played with the second team as a fullback. He had a few reps there. From what I saw, I was like, hey, wait a minute, that's British Brooks. I didn't notice that at first. From what I saw at least 5 reps with the second team as a fullback. The very first one I saw, he was put in motion. They ran to the side. I mean, he looked all right. He looked okay. They did a fullback dive on one of the reps with him. It's pretty solid. I didn't mind it. It was interesting. I like the dynamic he brings, like Ruben said, as a fullback/running back kind of guy. Kyle Juszczyk is very versatile in that way. I'm not saying British Brooks is the next Kyle Juszczyk, chat. I'm not saying that. But I think
said it. Clip it.
Yeah. So it is what it is with him. I'm rooting for him. I like him. I mean, he's 5'11", 225. He was very noticeable. He's freaking huge. Pause. Just freaking huge. Big pause. Like, my goodness. And me and Ruben were like, yo, bro, who is this guy? But we never said anything. And then I told my dad, I was like, hey, watch this British Brooks guy. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, 2 touchdowns in the Giants game. I was like, all right, I didn't expect that now. That was pretty cool. He's fun to watch. I like the scheme. I like what they're doing with him. Troy Hairston was there as well, too, getting some reps at fullback. So I saw both of them. And then every once in a while, here's Brevin Jordan at fullback. And I didn't see Kate Stover today. I think one of the practices I did see Kate Stover thrown at a fullback, but I think that was like maybe 1 or 2 reps. But besides that, and that was pretty much it from Brooks. I didn't mind it though.
Yeah, we're going to be the first team in NFL history with 5 fullbacks on the active roster.
Oh boy,
Lord! I think this one right here. He's saying Beck will start the season on IR. I don't know if Beck makes this team.
Pro Bowler Andrew Beck?
I don't think Beck makes
return specialist.
Yeah,
74 yards to the crib.
Yeah,
on a muff too. Oh, my worst enemy.
And hurdle the dude. Oh my god.
Dameon Pierce could never.
No, he did. Right? He did his rookie
year. Shep again. See what happens when you don't give up on a player, i.e., Nico Collins. Let me say this. Nico Collins had one major excuse, and that was Davis Mills. Dameon Pierce does not have the excuse that Nico Collins had. Then Stresson said, man, both those TDs could have been Jawar's. He moved the offense both times and came out for cramps from one of them.
Eat pickles.
Yeah. Pause. Don't cut them up, slice them up. Just don't eat it whole, Make sure you don't do that.
Bro. That's crazy.
I don't even know why I posted that. Man, speaking of fullbacks, man. Let's talk about the major injury news we got today about, important, impactful player.
Yeah.
Dalton Keene is going to be out for the season with a torn ACL, man. You got to shed a tear for Dalton Keene, came in last year for a game, maybe like 2 plays, and he tried his best, and he came in this off season and with a rejuvenated energy and revived sense of urgency and played so hard and towards ACL. So shout out to the former 3rd round pick. Think he's dating Jordan Schultz. What's his name? Jordan Schultz. What's the guy's name? Schultz. What's the guy? The reporter.
Yeah, Jordan Schultz.
Jordan Schultz. I think that's Jordan Schultz, son-in-law.
Oh.
I don't think nobody knew this because nobody gave a damn.
How did you know that?
I don't know that. I'm just bullshitting.
I was like, damn, maybe. Look at him being a host.
That's great reporting.
Hey, because there's no way in hell that you're reporting Dalton Keene like that as a major injury, breaking news. Unless he has some family ties. Shout out Drake. But no, man, that news of the day, and then Jimmy Ward also got an extension on his contract for 1 year. Jimmy Ward is just gonna keep on. He's like that roach, man, that just won't die. He's just start flying around too, man.
That's Eric Murray.
No, I don't know this Eric Murray, but yeah, Jimmy Ward, he got a little Ray sprayed on him, and he's still moving around, man. So Jimmy Ward is gonna be here,
man. That's
just stay healthy, right? So other than that, man, let's move on because we talked about the game and talked about that, but I think everybody wants to know or wants to talk about because cut day, is Tuesday, next week. Mm-hmm. So right after the game Saturday, you're gonna see some names start flying off, and my famous hashtag, only made famous by me. Hashtag he gone, man, is we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna have this little soundbite going on.
He gone.
So we gonna
get your other hashtag.
What's my other one?
Dry fast, eat ass.
Huh?
Piss people off.
Oh yeah, I mean that's an everyday thing for me.
No, what I'm saying is based on who we
I
think
piss my
should
wife
be
off
cut
every day.
or shouldn't be cut.
Look, my wife gets pissed off at me every day. This is normal.
What?
What? This is life. But no, man. Let's get started, man. I think I got the roster pulled up. Let me go ahead and share the screen so that we can take a look at this roster and go ahead and break it down. That ain't what I want.
Generation X.
Yeah. All right. Can y'all see it? Can everybody see it?
Yeah.
We good to go. Let me change it this way. There we go. So you can see my beautiful face. Sure. So let's go, man. Let's talk about it. McTelvin again.
He gone.
He gone, man. Let me go ahead and go down there.
He gone.
All right.
You want to do it by position?
We could. You want to do it by position?
Yeah. All right. What does Harley want?
No, that's cool. Position's cool. I think it's a little easier.
Yeah, we're gonna start. It's alphabetical, so or we can go depth chart. Y'all want to do depth chart, or y'all want to?
Yeah, that's probably easier.
Shout out Norris Cole.
There we go.
There we go. So let's go ahead, man. I gotta figure this out real quick. There we go. All right.
Who's going tomorrow? Who's going to practice tomorrow?
Me.
Auntie Swan will be in the building.
You know me. I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be at work. I sent my cousin. I gave shout out to G Rob. I gave my two of the tickets away to G Rob, and then I gave my cousin the other two. So I'm gonna have some representation there. The slime. Sorry about that. Said he'll be there. shout out to him. I did meet him at the practice on Sunday. Cool dude, man. Shep said he'll probably be there. Yeah, hold on. How does Mary always make it? He ain't gonna make it today.
I'm gonna get a tall blue moon after practice.
Ooh.
I'm going to pop it up after practice.
I can't wait.
All right. Let's go right into it. Let's go and start on offense. Of course, we know CJ Stroud is going to be there. We know that Case Keenum will be there. Let's get the rabbit out the hat, man. Tim Boyle.
Gotta go.
He gone.
Davis Mills. Does Davis Mills make it through this process?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Davis Mills not getting traded, right?
No.
All right.
No, okay. He could be like Dameon. He could get, if there's an injury.
So let's go right into it again. Let's go to the running backs. Joe Mixon, of course. Let's go to Dare. Does Dare make this roster?
Oh, he gone.
He gone.
I think he's a practice
If they
squad.
keep Dameon Pierce, then I think Dare is gone.
I like that. Okay. I like that, yeah.
And then we got Gerard Jordan.
I think they're keeping him.
He gone.
He gone, man.
I think he goes.
No. His thing is, because of the fact that I think he can play out of the passing game and so forth, I think you probably keep him.
Gerard, then you keep Dare. Because Dare is a veteran player, been in the system, and he's a threat in the passing game. He's always that's why do you think he's making?
How many times you see Dare in the game throughout his career?
On third down and long, on passing downs, and he's the check down, and he's the receiving option. Yes, Dare has been in the game. That's the reason why he's been on the team for the last 2 years. Is because of that specifically.
Man, he been on the team before then.
Not only is
I think
he
he's more special teams.
yeah, that's not only is he a threat in the receiving game, he's also a threat in the kicking game if we need him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gerard Jordan goes to the practice squad.
There you go.
Okay, can we say this? If you're on the practice squad, you made the team. Because
we talking about
no. It's the roster spot. Technically, you are on that team. You may not be the 53, but you're still making the team.
Yeah, but for this purpose and for the hilarity of my soundbite, he's not making
I gotta use it.
That was great.
But I understand what you're saying, Swan. I get it wholeheartedly. But as far as the 53-man roster, I agree with Mike. They're gonna cut him. He's gonna clear waivers. Nobody's gonna pick him up. And he's gonna be on the practice squad. Cam Akers. Has Cam Akers done enough to make this roster?
Yeah, he's RB2.
JJ Taylor.
He gone.
By the fact that he got caught by the 325-pound defensive lineman that he got hawked down.
Okay, he was tight roping the sideline, so
I don't give a
down.
damn. I don't give a damn, Swan. Look, that's just like my fat ass out there chasing him down. No. If I was to if you saw my fat ass chase down JJ Taylor, would you want him on your team?
Okay, but you're not that dude. You're not that dude that was chasing him.
Swan.
You have no idea how good AD was. Oh my god.
Okay, AD is not running like Big Boy was right now.
Hey, you never know.
Respect on AD.
Hey, shout out. Hold on, Swan. Shout out to Delphonte Diamond. He made a point about Tank Dell in his 40 time. I bet you if them dogs was chasing Tank Dell, I bet you he run faster than the 4.6. You put some damn pit bulls out there, I bet you I'll be running like old boy hawking down JJ Taylor too. So yes, JJ Taylor.
He gone.
We talked about British Brooks. Does British Brooks makes this roster?
I think so.
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
You think he gone? Mike, what do you think?
He might be on the practice squad too.
Yeah.
Ruben, what you think?
He gone.
He gone.
I do think he makes the practice squad. I think we'll have
Yeah.
2 running backs, Jawar and British Brooks. I don't think us keeping more than 4. I don't see us keeping more than 4 running backs, and that's including the fullback. Dameon Pierce.
Yes.
For me, it's always gonna be.
Gone.
There you go.
He gone.
There you go. There we go. But no, I mean, I don't know. That's a toss up, man. That's a toss up. Does he get traded? You know, I don't know if they're gonna cut him, but does he get traded? Is he on this team? That's a conversation we've had. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse with Dameon Pierce, but we will see. Andrew Beck.
Ooh, I think he's cut.
Yeah, I think he's cut too.
I think he's gone.
He gone.
Troy Hairston.
I
I
mean,
think he's gone.
I think he's gone too.
He gone.
British Brooks, you're starting fullback, baby.
That's it.
Start the propaganda right now.
Man, that was such original take. All right, man. Let's go, man. What about the new guy? What's the new fullback? What's his name?
The
The one who they give 83 to.
Yeah,
He drink 2 cups of coffee and he gone.
he gone. Whatever his name is.
He
Yeah.
gone.
Oh man,
He gone.
there we go. Wide receivers, man. Let's get.
Ooh.
We got the first 3. We know we're not even gonna question Tank, Stephon, Nico. Noah Brown. Does
He's
Noah
gone,
Brown-
man.
I haven't even seen him.
I haven't even. Yeah,
See, that's the thing.
That's
How
tough.
much does he really practice?
He hasn't. He
Right.
hasn't practiced.
See, that's the only reason why it concerns
He
me.
ain't
He
been out
might not, but
you take
No.
youth here. I like Noah Brown, but he gone.
He gone.
Robert Woods.
I mean, please for the $5 million, like please.
Yeah, for the number
I
2.
would like for them to trade him. But he might be here.
For the number 2, just for the number. Can
He got a
we?
good number.
That's a damn good number, man. Like, can we get Kamari on that in number 2?
Kamari-
Can we
Kamari
get
looking
Caleb?
at that.
Ooh, Kamari with 2.
No, Kamara needs the 4. We need to get rid of Mike Ford. He needs.
Oh,
to
he's been gone. He's
No,
been
no,
fucking
wait, hold on.
gone.
When we gonna get to him.
Right,
Yeah,
so that's
they
what
did.
That's a whole 3-minute segment. I'm about
No,
to
I
give
know. I want him to get that 4.
Um,
Take his number.
But no, Steven Sims, does he make this roster?
Practice squad again.
I don't know.
I kind of want to say yes, just
I
because of the
could,
kick
yeah,
return.
I could see a scenario where Steven Sims make it only because of that punt return ability. I mean, he took one to the
Hold on,
crib
wait a
against
minute.
Baltimore,
1, 2.
Mhm.
and I think Bobby Slowick is going to figure out this new kickoff rule, and I think he's going to use Steven Sims. It's just going to take some time, but I think I think he does it.
Mm.
Rolo, Mike Ford can't hold me.
I saw that.
Okay. I don't think he makes it over Skoranek.
I just got one question.
Oh, here we go.
What the hell has Ben Skoranek done that has enamored people to the fact that people are saying he's gonna make it over Steven Sims? I haven't seen Ben Skoranek do anything but make that one catch when Davis Mills did the little sidestep and he made that one catch. Ben Skoranek has not been doing
Right,
jack
but
shit.
can you not play Skoranek as a wide receiver, as a fullback if you have to, as a tight emergency tight end? Can you not?
Okay, Bill O'Brien Jr.
No. You can call me, Minko, but he said the more you can do. So I'm gonna go with that.
The more you know, though.
So you think
asking.
fullback, tight end, wide receiver
Can he do
outweighs
three?
wide
And he can play
receiver and
special
punt
teams.
returner for Steven
So-
Sims? I could argue they're both important. I could argue
Right, but
you
I
see
can-
more of Steven Sims than Ben Skoranek if
Mhm.
both of them make the roster.
Steven Sims is going to make more plays than Ben Skoranek. point blank period. If they and then just put it in this scenario, if Ben Skoranek and Steven Sims makes the team, Steven Sims is going to be more impactful than Ben Skoranek. Ben Skoranek is going to be a jag, just a guy. He's going to
Right, but who can do more? I mean,
he's going to be just a guy. I understand he can do a lot of things. You know, I'm very multi-talented myself. But
so
hey, my wife always tell me stick to what you got. I'd rather be a master of something than the jack of all trades and a master of none.
Technically, you kind of work, that jack of all trades. Hey, that's how you make a team sometimes. No, I'm just saying this. When I think about it, you got Tank, Stephon, Nico. Pretty much they'll always be on the field together. May come out for a play here or there. Then you got Xavier Hutchinson, which I think will make the team. Mechie, I think, proved that he probably making the team. So that's 5. So in my mind, you got Robert Woods and Noah Brown. You got to figure them 2 out.
Yeah, but I mean, they both can be gone, man.
So to me, I'm saying as far as wide receiver, because to me, he's a kick returner and he's a wide receiver. Injury is the only reason why he makes it on the field as a wide receiver to me.
So let me say this. So does Ben Skoranek give you more in special teams than what Xavier Hutchinson can give you?
I think the consistency. No. Here's the reason why when I say is X potential, but I went to the consistency part. Whereas Ben Skoranek, I think would be more consistent and give.
But he has not been consistent in camp. He has not been consistent in the preseason. Honestly, I didn't even know Ben Skoranek was on the team last game. I didn't even think I saw him on the field last game. And so that is a problem. That, like, if you're not doing anything and you're not showing up, like, especially late in those preseason games, we've had 4. Late in the preseason games, in practice, nobody's really talking about Skoranek anymore. People were talking about him when he first got here because he just got here. But now nobody's saying a word. And I understand you want the versatility, but guess what? Brevin Jordan is versatile too. Xavier Hutchinson is versatile too. Like, you have a lot of different players who can be versatile and do different things. And, we talked about British Brooks. British Brooks can be versatile. Kay Stover can be versatile. Harley mentioned it earlier about Kay Stover having some snaps in the in training camp at fullback. So, like, they're playing with the idea. It's just the fact that, is he worth, sacrificing a big play possibly in special teams with Steven Sims? Do you take Steven Sims, the kick returner and punt returner, off your team because Ben Skoranek can be your emergency tight end / fullback? Is that worth it? And I don't think it is. And I think that Ben Skoranek is.
He gone.
Johnny Johnson, Quintez Cephas.
He gone. He gone.
Dalton Schultz is no question. Kay Stover, no question. Brevin Jordan, I don't think it's a question. Do y'all think it's a question about Brevin Jordan?
Nope.
Tegan Quatoriano.
Bye.
He gone.
Dalton Keene, he's already gone.
Well, he IR.
Yeah, he on IR. He gone anyway. Let's move on because we spending a lot more time than I thought we were on this. The tackles, I think, is Blake Fisher, Larry Tunsil, David Sharp.
He gone.
Killian Zener or Zier. I don't even know how you say his name.
He gone.
I think they'll look for other tackles to get cut.
Kenyon Green, of course, is our All-Pro left guard.
What?
And then our All-Pro left guard. You got to manifest stuff. Speaking into existence. Kendrick Green. Kendrick Green. With the news about him being injured today, do you think he makes the 53?
Yes.
Yes, if it's a short-term injury.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I am. Okay, so who would you
I
want
am.
as the backup left guard?
I'm saying I think they may pick somebody up off another team.
Yeah, so which is possible because I'm gonna get to these other players in a second who've been straight doo doo. Juice Scruggs, of course. Jared Patterson.
Yes.
Jared Patterson has underwhelmed this preseason. I think we're living off the hype of last year, but
He's
I don't know if it's because of him coming, back. I
There was
understand.
no sacks last week or the week before.
I understand, but I mean, just in the run game, just physically, he's been manhandled a lot, and it's kind of disappointing. So I don't know if he's still trying to recover from that. What was it, ACL he had last year? So yeah, I'm still a little concerned on Patterson, but I think he may make the team by the skin of his teeth. Chris Reed, get him the fuck away.
He
The fuck.
gone.
The fuck
He
away.
gone.
The fuck away from my team. I'm gonna keep saying it because Chris Reed has been straight garbage water, man. I mean, just pitiful offensive line play. Shaq Mason, okay. Dieter Ellison, does he make the roster?
No.
Oh.
No. I don't think so. I think Nick Broker, who's right behind him, Broker has been playing right tackle as well as guard, so there's flexibility there. They like that, especially given that Charlie Heck's been hurt. Even though Cameron Irvin's a veteran.
Does Nick Broker make the roster?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it didn't work out with Michael Dieter, and it's not going to work out with this Dieter either. I don't think.
Yeah,
I got PTSD with the name Dieter.
For me personally, both Dieter Ellison and Nick Broker are gone. Nick Broker may be practice squad.
Probably.
But yeah, I think both of those guys are.
Gone.
Titus Howard, of course. Charlie Heck.
He gone.
Finally.
I think Cam Irvin is, I think we rock with the Laramie Tunsil, Blake Fisher, Titus Howard, Cam Irving, who's been they've been experimenting with him at guard. Which is making me think he's gonna make this roster. Being able to play both guard and tackle. So you go with those four, and then you got Patterson, Scruggs, Kenyon Green, Shaq Mason, and Kendrick Green. I think that's your offensive line rotation. Going in. Moving on, man. Let's go to defense. This is going to be interesting too. There's some names on this defensive side of the ball. It's going to be very interesting. He said AD Cutthroat. Larry Payton said Patterson is a lock. Corey Barrett says Cam Irvin is making the team. Broker and Irvin battle this week for the 9th O-line spot. And the Texans about to have a 30-man roster. Hey, let me tell you, hey, I'm cutthroat for real. Of course, Will Anderson, Mario Ill, the starting defensive line. I'm taking those four guys. Gonna make it Will Anderson, Mario Edwards, Foley, Fadakowski, Daniil Hunter, although they're making the team, there's no question. Derek Barnett, I think is a lock as well. To make the team. Khalil Davis is a lock.
Yes.
Danico Autry is on this team. He's suspended, but he's not gonna make the initial 53. But he's gonna be on the team after 6 games. Jerry Hughes. Does Jerry Hughes make this team?
No.
I will lean more towards yes. A veteran, could come in on a substitution and still give you a good pass rush. I mean, he had a sack, I think, in the last game. He's from the H, man. I doubt we will see him a lot out there, but I think Jerry Hughes does make this team.
Yeah, I think Jerry Hughes sneaks in on this team. It doesn't. I don't know if it's gonna be long term. It could be short term because when JJ comes, that's JJ's spot. So, Ali Gay is an interesting one.
That's why I think I would have him over Hughes.
So I think they keep 5 edges. And I think the 5th one is Autry. So I'm not counting Autry. Dylan Horton, as we know, is probably not going to be on on the active roster this year after just getting, in remission from cancer a few months back. So I doubt Dylan Horton makes it. But I mean, I can see them carrying Ali Gay on this roster. Just until Danico Autry comes back, at the very least. So I think they do. I think they do keep Ali Gay. For Darius Payne, he was kind of like the people been wanting to see him play, and I don't think he makes the team. I think he's gone. McTelvin Agim.
He gone.
Marcus Harris, I think he's gone, but he makes the practice squad. Tim
Kurt
Settle.
Hinish.
Yeah, Kurt Hinish. Does Kurt Hinish make the team?
Thank you for everything you've done for me, Kurt Hinish. Enjoy.
Deuces.
Yeah. I forgot about Solomon Byrd.
That's what I was thinking.
Does Solomon Byrd make this roster?
Yes. Practice squad. I mean, okay, 53, maybe not.
Okay.
Well,
practice
he'll
squad.
at least be on the practice squad. Yeah. At least.
Shit, that's a lot.
Only reason I'm looking at the fact he's younger and he flashed, and I can see D'Amico wanting to see what he can do.
So this is a good point by Retreat.
Yeah.
So Tim Settle is injured, so I think Hinish makes it. I mean, I
just haven't even seen Hinish, man.
Yeah. Hinish has played a little bit.
I mean, nothing special.
I think we have not seen Tim Settle at all. So that is a big question mark. I was super hype on Tim Settle. But him being injured, I'm like, shit. Does he go on the short-term IR? Does he even make the 53? Is he a part of the Houston Texans, going forward this year? So that's a big question. But I do think that if Tim Settle's still hurt and he gets on IR, that opens the door for Kurt Hinish to make the team. Malik Fisher, thought you was Blake Fisher brother, but Aziz, of course, Christian Harris makes the team. Henry Noah.
Henry Noah.
He's making the team.
Does he make the team?
Of course.
Absolutely. He a lot.
Really?
Yes, he is.
I don't know if he's a lot.
No, he a lot. Trust me. D'Amico ain't cutting him.
No. Henry's gonna make the roster. Neville Hewitt. Does Neville Hewitt make the roster?
Yes.
Special teams demon.
Yeah.
Jake Hansen. Does he make the roster?
No.
Yes. I think he does.
Jake Hansen makes the roster. I mean, we do need linebackers. So I mean, right now, Christian Harris
may make it over Jake Hansen.
Who?
Thule.
You have to remember too that Christian Harris is maybe on a short-term IR to start the season. So that's going to open the door for some guys that you think shouldn't be there.
I'm good on the Phillips brothers.
Yeah, both of those guys.
Watch one of them be on the practice squad.
He gone.
Yeah, for both of them. Max Tooley. Does Max Tooley make this roster?
Practice squad.
Yeah, I think he makes it over Jake.
Okay.
I've seen Jake in at least a training camp with playing where Christian Harris should be playing in the will. He's been okay. But I haven't seen it as much with Max Tooley. He's played more with the third team. I like him. I do. I like him on special teams a lot. I like his energy. I like the fire he brings. I'm a fan, but I do believe he's a practice squad guy.
Mm-hmm. I think both of those guys, Jamal Hill and Tooley, end up on the practice squad. I think they bring an outside linebacker. When I say outside of the Texans, to practice, not to practice, but to play during the regular season. And I think they'll eventually bring in Tooley and Hill eventually during the season. But I think they'll start off with Aziz, Henry, Neville, Jake Hansen, and possibly an outside linebacker, an outside the team linebacker, to come in and fill the other slot while Christian Harris is on short-term IR.
Mm.
Then I don't even know who Tariq Barnes is, but yeah, you go. Derek Stingley, of course, Kamari, of course. This is where it gets nasty, man. Big question. I'm opposed room. Does CJ Henderson make this team?
Honestly, man, I don't think so. Like, we rarely saw him in training camp, and now that we have gotten a glimpse at him, he's just getting cooked consistently. It doesn't matter who's lined up in front of him, he is getting cooked. You brought in Jeff Okuda, and you brought in CJ Henderson. One of those two was gonna be your, starting cornerback number 2, which we thought was gonna happen. Now one of them was gonna be the backup. So I don't think CJ Henderson makes this team.
Technically, everybody after Derek Stingley Lassiter has been asked.
Well, Jeff Okuda hasn't played.
Right. No, I'm saying is Henderson, Boyd, Pride, Ford.
Let's go. Chris Boyd.
He gone.
Troy Pride.
He gone.
No.
D'Angelo Ross.
He gone.
Mike fucking Ford.
He gone.
Man, get that motherfucker off.
Put it on the loop. Put it on the loop. Yeah, Mike Ford needs to get the fuck off my team ASAP, expeditiously. Yeah, I think that number 4 needs to go to somebody else. It can go to Bullock. He'll give Bullock 4 and give Lassiter 2. That should be nasty.
24. So you got 24, and then you got a 2 and a 4. Hey,
go ahead, Mike.
I mean, shout out to me. Early on, after we took Lassiter, I was like, I think he's got a real shot to be the week 1 starter. But he's impressed the hell out of me. Like, I didn't even think he'd be this damn good out the gate. So I'm really happy with that dynamic duo. Is Okuda going to be ready for the season?
Supposedly.
Hey, Mike G.
Yeah.
Do you think your Bama biased was why you didn't think Lassiter would be the starter week 1?
No, I said it from the get-go. I said I think he would be week 1.
Oh, I thought you said wouldn't. Oh.
No, I just didn't think he would be this damn good. That's
what I'm saying is, do you think it's your Bama bias?
No.
The dude's locked down. How many touchdowns did he give up?
So let me say this. It's great for us to bring up, the amazing stats that Kamari Lassiter had provided at Georgia. But let's not fake the funk. Nobody really had any kind of insight on Kamari Lassiter going into right before we drafted him. People were talking about it, but nobody really knew who Kamari Lassiter was. Honestly, nobody had even seen his face. So nobody really knew who the hell he was or what he could do. And it's great that you can pull up a YouTube clip and go rewatch some of the Georgia games and be like, oh, yeah. But let's be real. Let's not fake the funk. Nobody had that great insight on Kamari Lassiter coming into this draft.
No, yeah. No, it was after the draft.
Yeah.
One person.
No. Hold up. The negative? No. The negative was the fact that folks focused on his speed. That was what folks focused on.
But Swan, they didn't even talk about his speed.
I'm saying this. When we draft folks like, oh, but his speed, what's his 40 time? That's what folks focused on.
Yeah, but
the dude hadn't given it up.
You have to so let me say this. When you don't know who the player is, you have to focus on the measurables. So you have to focus on what was his 40 time, what was his broad jump, what was his 3-cone shuttle, how did he look in drills at the combine? You have to go to those things because you're not familiar with the player. So you have to go down that stat sheet, and that's what a lot of
why do you keep saying nobody knew who he was?
Because majority of people did not know who he was. We had plenty of roundtables and plenty of communication on Spaces before the draft, plenty of communications on all these different platforms, also in the group chats and everything. People were talking about Kool-Aid, people was talking about Terry Arnold, people were talking about Lincoln Straw from Missouri. People talk, like, the list goes on and on. People even talking about Ronaldo Green. Like, people, that's what I mean. Nobody was talking about Kamari Lassiter. Like, Barrett may have had one instance or whatever talking about him, but other than that, like, when I'm talking about group, majority of our Texan, family did not know anything about Kamari Lassiter going, and we all had to scramble and do research. We very publicly said who Mike G. We were all on the live podcast when we drafted Kamari Lassiter and said who as a group. So yes, when I say that majority of people did not know who Kamari was, that is a truthful fact. You may say, "Oh, I heard the name," but nobody did the detail. As much detail that we gave all these corners going into the draft, because we all recognized the corner was a major issue that we needed to address. That was one of the things. Even Larry Payne said, "I wanted all the corners that ran 4.340s." So let's nobody was right. Nobody was talking about Kamari. So shout out to Kamari for being the dog that he is. I'm not gonna be revisionist saying, "Oh, I knew all about him," but I will say that I know about him now.
Oh yeah,
I know that he a dog now. So yeah, shout out to Kamari Lassiter. We definitely are gonna go corner shopping after cut day. So people are saying Chris Boyd to make the roster because he's a special teams gunner or demon. I'm gonna say this: how many special teams players do we fucking need? We've already talked about Ben Scarani gonna make the team because he plays special teams. We talked about Neville Hewitt is gonna make the team because he plays special teams. I mean, come on now.
yeah.
You
gotta have Lonnie Johnson. You need Eric Murray.
I ain't even got to them.
Yeah.
No, when you say it's okay, that's what they. I mean, I'm saying.
Yeah, in regards to special teams players, this is not the David Culley roster.
So, let's move on, man. This is a big question. I think we need to have Desmond King. Does he make this roster?
Shouldn't. I think that's where Petrie belongs.
So I know Miles Bryant ain't making it.
I think King makes it just because he can also bring versatility in the special teams with being a punt returner. And plus, you don't have another nickel cornerback. The only other one would be Miles Bryant, since we cut all the other ones. And so, you do need a backup nickel corner. Desmond King plays it decently. He ain't the greatest, but
I think
he's better than Miles Bryant.
I think he can grab somebody.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. We'll see. Maybe they move Mike Ford.
They cut him last year and brought him back only because they got rid of Shaquille Griffin.
Yeah, maybe they move Mike Ford, man, and make him play slot corner. Maybe he'll be successful. Yeah, I mean, Desmond King, Miles Bryant for sure. Miles Bryant gets
He gone.
I think people had a lot of hope for Miles Bryant, and I think he coming in, they saw the tape from the Patriots and thought he could be a semi-factor, but he ain't. Jalen Petrie, Jimmy Ward, we know. Kalen Bullock, we know. Eric Murray. Does Eric Murray makes this roster?
Always, man. He's always gonna have a spot on this roster.
Unfortunately, yes.
MJ Stewart. Does MJ Stewart make this roster?
I thought he's a sorry.
It wouldn't hurt me if he got cut.
I won't be disappointed.
Lonnie Johnson.
Nah.
He can give up that 32.
Man, nobody wants 32 anyway. It's an ugly number. Brandon Hill, I think, goes back to practice squad. I think he has a lot of potential. I think he just was injured all last year, and so I do think he has a lot of potential to eventually make this team next year. But Brandon Hill is a talent, man. I don't think they're gonna kind of throw him to the wayside, but definitely Lonnie Johnson.
He gone.
We not gonna have a funeral for you this time, brother. We had a whole funeral on Spaces for Lonnie Johnson the first time he was let go.
You think you go on Twitter saying that he asked for his release?
Like he did the last time.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but nah, MJ Stewart, I think as well.
He gone.
Moving on, I think the three specialists speak for themselves. Townsend, Weeks, Fairbairn, and Steven Sims. We talked about that already.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to hear a few comments, man. Y'all got any, comments of what we said so far? Y'all think anybody that we left off or, think somebody may sneak on the roster that's on the roster currently?
I swear, if Robert Woods makes it,
He might make it initially and get traded. It's a possibility. It's a whole lot of hope. Okay.
Who is Stu?
is that MJ Stewart?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. He gone. Okay.
Who we gonna be wrong on?
Good job.
I need you to go ahead and explain yourself, brother. Who we wrong? What we wrong?
Oh, shout out to Sumo.
I'm gonna be wrong a lot of times when I'm speaking on this mic, so it don't do no justice, man.
Oh, for sure. Man, me specifically. Yeah. He's saying the Woods trade.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Here we go again. Woods might make it, especially if there's no one to spend the money. D Ross. What?
Ayo, I see D Rose get time.
That was because Okuda and Henderson were not there. So yeah, D Ross did get some time with the ones, but that's because they didn't have no other corners.
Let's start over. No.
I will say D Ross that one game I think it was him in the Falcons game last year, like just thrown into the Wolves. He actually played decent in that game.
Until he got to the Cleveland Browns game, and it was
he
got lit on fire.
So, if they're gonna keep one of those dudes as a gunner or whatever, I mean, I guess Boyd or Ross, they were both on special teams last year.
Yeah, I think if anybody's gonna make it in the corner room based on special teams, it's gonna be Chris Boyd.
Yeah.
But Chris Boyd has been dog food too, man. So this is depressing in that corner room. You got your super highs with Stingley and Lassiter, and then it's like, you do a straight dungeon drop on that ass. Pause. Only Houstonians know about the dungeon drop. Ruben, did you ever ride the dungeon drop?
Shout out to Asherworld.
Hey,
season pass, baby, Batman. I still got it.
Hey, I do. Before we, come, it's about time to wrap it up. But I do want to say this, man. Y'all see the banner down at the bottom. Need y'all to please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Go ahead and subscribe as well to 713 Houston Sports with Ruben and the lead with Harley. Y'all go ahead and support both of those brothers. As well as they've been a big support over here at the H-Town Rundown. And yeah, we got to support our boy Ruben again for the 97.5 open mic or one mic?
Yeah,
rock the mic contest. It's top 4, man. Made it all the way to the top.
Gotta win it now.
Gotta bring it home, brother. Gotta bring it home. But other than that, I do want to shout out everybody in the comments who it's been hilarious, man. It's been a lot of y'all brought the demons out in the comments. But shout out to the 500 watching live. Yeah, I got you, J Rock. Rock the mic. Pause. I think they should have put a pause behind that. 'Cause I could go sideways really quick. Shout out Larry Payton. He said, "Good luck, Ruben."
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's a lot of y'all in the chat, so I'm gonna just say thank y'all all for who's in the chat. I do again want to thank Harley and Ruben for hopping on and joining in and giving us great content as always and great insight and expertise. And I want to thank my co-host Mike G and Auntie Swan as well. But other than that, man, this has been another great episode. And next time we talk to y'all, the Texans will have a 53 roster.
Sheesh.
And we will talk about it. So let's go ahead and call it a day and a night. I appreciate y'all all. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe again. And we will see y'all on the next episode, man. Peace.